Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing for you to hit that like button. A little bit of love is all it takes. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
I spoke to one woman who actually lives in this building, and she says she was detained by ICE agents overnight, and she says they took everyone and then asked questions later.
They just treated us like we were nothing.
Patricia Fisher says she came out to the hallway of her apartment complex on the corner of 75th and South Shore Drive in her nightgown around 10 Monday night, only to find ICE agents yelling police.
It was scary because I've never had a gun put in my face. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me did I have any warrants, and I told them no, I didn't.
She says she was then handcuffed and released around 3 a.m. Fisher says she was told if anyone had any kind of warrant out, even if it was unrelated to immigration, they would not be released. Citizen App video shows the chaotic scene overnight. But
I'm going to need you to explain it to me like I'm 10. I want you to really break this down to me like I'm 10 years old and tell me why ICE agents zip tying black babies in Chicago, because I can't for the life of me understand why this happened. Why was this necessary? These are black babies, American citizens living in Chicago, but ICE agents are zip tying them because they pose a threat to who? They are a danger to what? I need you to explain this to me like I'm 10. Not only why did this happen, why is there not collective outrage behind it? Why is this not on the news? Why is this not being covered? Why is this not being talked about by almost anybody but a handful of black people in this country?
For those that don't know, the Supreme Court ruled Monday for the Trump administration and agreed U.S. immigration agents may stop and detain anyone they suspect in the U.S. illegally based on little more than working at a gas station, at a restaurant, at a car wash, speaking Spanish, or having brown skin. That is all they need. If you speak Spanish or have brown skin, you are in danger. My family's in danger. And we have to step up. We have to be the change. We have to spread the word. Make sure to keep your family as safe as you can. Let them be informed. And that's the best that we can do. But, yep. The Supreme Court ruled this on Monday for the Trump administration.
That raid in Chicago on the South Side. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but since I'm from Chicago, the South Side, here it is. Chicago is one of the most segregated cities in the country. Still, 2025, blacks here, whites here, Asians here, Hispanics, whole other area. So this wasn't even about immigration. Where this happened, 75th and South Shore, is predominantly black. Always has been. So then they try to switch it and say, well, it's about gang activity. We got to protect the citizens from gang activities and the dangers of gangs. No black person wants gangs in their neighborhood, but that ain't what this was. This was the furthest thing from that. So let me tell you something. When you say you want to protect the communities from the dangers of things, gangs didn't storm the Capitol, hunt down elected officials, including the vice president, and unalive a few cops and then get pardoned. Gangs didn't unalive 9 churchgoers as they prayed and then get taken to Burger King. Gangs didn't drive 2 to 3 hours to a grocery store in Buffalo, unaliving 10 black people as they shopped. Gangs didn't try to kidnap a governor. Gangs did not shoot up a musical festival in Vegas, unaliving 60 people and injuring 413. And I guarantee you, nobody in that building, nobody is on any of those files that this country refuses to release. So is it really about the dangers? Because it sounds like it's about something else. We as black people have always been the lowest hanging fruit. We have always been the target. Even when they're looking at somebody else, they always have their mind focused on us. Always. Because we're the ones that they can marginalize the most. We're the ones they can demean the most. We're the ones that they can excuse whatever atrocities happen to the most. It's always been that way. We've always been the litmus test. Always been the litmus test. I'm saying that to say this. One, I apologize to those grandmas, those kids. I apologize to those parents that had to see their children zip tied in the middle of the night for something they didn't do. I apologize to all those people, those citizens in Chicago that had to see what they had to see. But what we can't do is we can't give them what they want. They want us to continue to be the distraction for their chaos. They want us to be the scapegoat for their ineptitude. We cannot give them that. It's frustrating, but we got to push through it. We got to find a way to push through it and support each other. You know what they're doing. We can't give them that.
ICE just went to the south side of Chicago, rappelled from a Black Hawk helicopter onto the roof of an apartment building, took American-born black citizens into custody, zip-tied children together, separated families, and herded people into the back of U-Haul trucks. Do you still think we should sit this one out? Because this is what I got told when I started explaining that Trump's rhetoric around immigration was a problem for black people. This ain't our fight. Some Latinos voted for Trump. Let them handle it. But you need to understand that everything they plan to do to immigrants, they plan to do to you. And that's not just about black people or historically oppressed people. That's about everybody who will fall on the wrong side of the ever-moving line between good and evil in the eyes of MAGA. When that black man getting choked out by ICE cried out that he thought they'd only be choking Mexicans, it showed me how Trump and MAGA understand something that too many marginalized people don't. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. There are too many people who don't stand in solidarity of oppressed people. They stand for the elevation of their own people. Because of that, Trump can tell you that the immigrant took your job, or the black man is dangerous, or the trans person violates your rights, or the woman is out of place, or the disabled don't belong. And because he's the enemy of your enemy, you think he's your friend. When in fact, he's made all of his enemies into enemies of each other so they'll behave like his friends while he seeks to destroy every one of them. Solidarity is our strength, and uniting across difference to resist oppression is the only way forward. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and my enemy is not the immigrant, not the gay man, not the feminist, or the trans woman on a swim team. My enemy is a system of oppression that wants to pit us against each other while they profit and consolidate power. That system is a weapon that is a threat to all of us, no matter where they say they'll point it when they're talking to you. So let's stop trying to hide while they point that weapon at other groups, and let's join together to dismantle that weapon. The only way we win is if we stand up for others before that weapon is pointed at us.
Living abroad during Trump's first term was annoying, but living abroad during this term is like actually terrifying because I have literal people who have ran away from their countries, left their countries, never gone back to their countries to escape authoritarian regimes, looking at me and being like, oh, you all are cooked. It's over. There's nothing else you can do. I was like, what? They were like, yeah, you know, the reason that a lot of you can't see it happening is because you've never seen it happen. So you're watching something and you're seeing something, and a lot of you were like, this is weird, this isn't right, this stuff shouldn't be happening, but you don't realize what you're watching. You're watching the rise of authoritarianism and your essential collapse into it. It was like hee hee ha ha funny last time, but at the end of the day, I don't think it was hee hee ha ha funny to people who lived through fascist, authoritarian, or dictatorships, because they were like, no, we've seen this playbook before. They're doing exactly what our leaders previously did.
Now, Donald Trump says he's going to use Chicago and other urban areas as a training ground. The military speaks out. Not only did he invade American neighborhoods with those troops, but they went up in a housing building, kicked in every single door of American citizens. Now, the natural procedure, when the feds raid, district attorney raid, they do their homework. They line niggas, they do their homework, they find niggas, they do their homework. They already have their names. They already know what apartment you live in. They single out that individual. They single out the individual that they're looking for. They enter the apartment, they exit with the suspect. Not in this situation. They use all types of chainsaws and Black Hawk helicopters to scale down on the top of the roof. Kicked in every single door. Took senior citizens, American citizens, American black babies, and put them in handcuffs, zip ties. You put babies in zip ties. What kind of animal does that?
Yeah, you guys gonna break the door to get in there?
Yep.
Man, that's some hell of shit, bro. Yeah, you gonna hurt? Y'all gonna hurt him like that? Garcia, open the door. Garcia, open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Yeah, that's you. You guys see him? Garcia, I'm gonna go back to your dad. I'm gonna go back to your dad.
No le hagas caso. No le hagas caso.
I'm gonna get your mom and your dad.
Oye, no le hagas caso.
You guys
No le hagas
y'all
caso.
can't tell him that though.
Yeah, we can.
Oh, y'all can. Yeah, you can take it. Then go get his mom.
Yeah.
Man, identify yourself. I need you right this back.
Get back up. We don't have to show you nothing.
Hey, get back. Get back. Get back.
I don't have to show you. What does that say? What does that say? That's identified.
Yeah, we got a warrant.
We got a warrant.
You don't have his number.
Who are you? Can you guys hear me?
Who
are you?
It's public property. It's public. You're trying to go private property.
All right, it's good. It's good.
I'm gonna go back and get your dad and your mom.
No le hagas caso.
Why tell him
No le
that?
hagas caso.
Just because you can't get him, why tell him to go get his mom and dad, bro? That's overdoing it. That's overdoing it.
Soy Merari.
No le hagas caso.
So yeah, that's about it. Tell him we got you. So just tell him to get his mom and dad.
That's how we do.
Porque ahorita la amiga llegó aquí al gimnasio y aquí a un lado.
Let's go.
Yeah, hey, just
Sí, entonces dijeron que está toda lista de los años porque estoy hablando con ellos.
No le hagas caso.
Y Jojo, dígale Jojo para que venga.
No le hagas caso.
What kind of animal? Do y'all understand the old school evil that I keep speaking about? Y'all don't understand? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, the movie. These are those people who took those jobs. Say they don't feel no empathy. Remember the people when we used to sit in the church and fan ourselves? Then look at the fan as a child. As I grew up, I realized that there was alligators eating black babies on those fans. And now as I'm an adult, living in America, they created a camp called Alligator Alcatraz and actually put people there surrounded by alligators. But let's get back to the projects in Chicago. What is being done is unconstitutional and it's evil. So now it went from them looking for Nicaraguan gangs to next what? Black gangbangers? And y'all ignoring what's going on. But the funny part about it is, a lot of you single mothers out there, you know, because your baby daddy ain't... y'all going to work. And while you at work, the block is raising your baby. Do you females realize that at some point in time, that it's going to be your door getting kicked in and your baby getting slammed on the floor? I am not gang. I do not gang bang, but your child gang bangs. Your child. And some of you people watching, you need to tag the females that y'all know that got kids. They raising their kids, but the streets is raising them too. Do you really want them to get caught up in this rapture called ICE? These people are the real deal. They serious. They're different. You see American soldiers that's been overseas making videos and begging and pleading the military to stand down because these people have received orders that you and I don't even know about. The military is used for full-scale war. That's what's been declared on your children. It's safe to say it ain't safe outside. As parents, you got nephews, y'all got nieces, y'all got grandkids out there. Y'all really gonna act like y'all don't see this evil coming to your town? 1, 2, ICE is coming for you. It's coming. They got technology, surveillance that they're watching, data that they're gathering. They're coming to your door. The question is, when they detain your child under this dictatorship, will you ever see him again? Tell me, have you seen him? Will you ever see him again? Don't worry, though. Keep acting like this is not your problem. Keep acting like this is not your problem while it's becoming your problem right in your face. Evil is knocking at your door. You got that old school evil, those groups. They sitting back like pit bulls, huh? Waiting to bite. They drooling, their fangs is out. These are the inventors of Michael Myers. These are the inventors of Jason. 1, 2, Freddy coming for you. Nah, we ain't talking about some rednecks sitting down just drinking beers. We talking about that old school evil that eradicated your ancestors and now you think you got a friend? I mean, they smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Y'all better get right or get left. I could only hold down me and mines. And I don't even know how good I could do that when you're facing the power of the military. And you doing it alone. And don't ask me in my comment section to talk trash on my Instagram talking about what are you doing about it? What could I do about it other than use my voice? Trump's first seat in front, first election, he was dope. The best president ever. But once they mentioned those Epstein files, overseas took over. You see what they doing to the people over there, right? Oh, and you think you exempt? You think that it can't happen to you? Stay tuned. I can't put everything in this video. But y'all know I'm going live, right? Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going live. If you watch this video, let me know where you from in the comment section and what your age is. Type freedom. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. And pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Live life as if you are on the run and stay dangerous at the same time. It's sad because you could buy a badge on the internet. You got police running down on you with masks on their face. Pooh shiesties. How you know they really the police? The Constitution says you have the right to defend yourself against foreign and domestic terrorism. I'm out.